Welcome, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. We know that it's many things in your life you can be doing right now, so we really appreciate you coming on. So, for the next 30 minutes, we are going to share. I'm going to show a little bit my story, and then tonight I have Matthias on here that he will tell his story about how we started to changing our lifestyle and our diet to raw food and with our Juiceplus products that we're using. So I'm Jeanette Sorensen Hickok. I moved from Sweden year 2000 to United States. I am a mother of three wonderful adult children, and my profession is in fitness and health. Prior to the move to United States, I was never athletic. I didn't know how to swim, and I could not run or bike. Actually, I only biked to the stores with my kids. But today I have done over 40 sprints in Olympic triathlons, 7 to 8 half Ironmans, and 6 Ironmans, and 10 marathons. And I'm working on my 7th Ironman. And I was 40 years old when I first started. Now, back in Sweden and before my fitness and health profession, I was working as a professional makeup artist and also as an interior designer. Although I did love the business and the creativity I could do, it was not sustainable for me. I was very dependent of the seasons and the economic inflation. When the economy goes down, and so does interior design and the fashion demands. Besides, I felt like I have only two hands and very limited, so how many people I can reach. Now, 2 years ago, I came across Juiceplus via my friend Lori Agner, and we were talking about the eating healthy, and I told her about my issues with not finding the right nutrition for my Ironman training, and that I had so much stomach issues and no energy. So Juiceplus instantly made sense to me. It's whole food, which is also in other words raw food, we can call it, and I found a solution to my problems. I could not imagine the benefits that I would get from it. Now my stomach problems are gone, and my menopause are all gone, and I have so much energy. My nails and hair is growing so much healthier, and my skin is not so dry, especially here in Colorado. But the best of all, my muscle recovery has improved drastically, and my athletic performances had done a huge curve upwards. I have podium on several of my races, and I'm an Ironman all-world athlete, which also means that in my age group in the world, I'm in place right now in 20th place, and in the United States, I'm in 8th place. I know I could not do this prior to Juiceplus and my changes in my diet with the Shred 10. I fuel my body with all those non-GMO whole food, and I have done changes like becoming gluten-free, dairy-free. Well, I would say almost, because not 100% yet, but I have learned that meat and dairy can be very inflammatory. So before Juiceplus, I thought I had plenty of servings of fruit, veggies, and berries, but with the capsules I get over 30 of them. So I know I feel that gap that needed of the 17 to 16 servings a day. And so my body tells me how I feel, and I have learned to listen. So I'm sharing my story to the world, to everybody I know, because I'm excited for what this will provide for me and my family. And also the opportunity to be debt-free and travel the world, and while helping others with their dreams in their health and fitness. So that is my dream. So with that, I told you a little bit of my story. I wanted to introduce Matthias. I actually met Matthias here in Colorado when he was visiting, and him and I was actually at the same conference in Denmark last year, and we didn't know each other and actually didn't meet there, but it was via Cynthia Gompers that she met him, and when I heard that he was coming over to visit in Colorado, I was asked if if I actually know somebody they could, maybe give him some tips about events. So I contacted him, and we hooked up. So that was a lot of fun, and I get to practice my Danish. And yeah, so here's Matthias. So welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, as Jeanette said, is that I'm from Denmark, so my English isn't that good, but I will do my best. But yeah, I just wanted to make you see me, so now you know how I look. But I will go into my little PowerPoint show I have made for you guys. So let's take a look here. But yeah, my name is Meteor, and I'm only 23 years old, and that's, well, basically about a little bit about me. And now my PowerPoint should be up. Does it work? Yeah, I think it works.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, let's take a look here. Yeah, this is my name, and it's what we're all about, inspiring healthy living around the world. And I'm an entrepreneur. I've been that for 2.5 years. The job thing was not kind of my thing, so I wanted to start my own. And I started my own sports clinic, Fix You Sports Clinic, where I treat athletes and normal people, of course, but mainly athletes. It's my focus point. I do a lot of injuries, where I treat them for injuries, but my main focus is basically prevention. So a lot of the stuff I do is mainly preventing injuries from happening, because it's way easier to deal with an injury before it happens, and not afterwards. It's even harder actually to get the injury away, so it's better to prevent that. So that's mainly what I do in my clinic. I have some of the best athletes in Denmark. I have some of the best kickboxers, as you can see. I have a world champion jiu-jitsu fighter. I have a second division Danish soccer team and a great tennis player as well. But the most part I focus on is what called obstacle course running, also called OCR. You also have it in the States, and in Sweden it's really popular. You have this toughest. In the States it's more like Tough Mudder, I think. But there I have the best, two best girls and the two best males. So that's really my focus point, to have with the best athletes. And I use a lot of time treating these guys. So my own transformation with the Juiceplus product was, first of all, it was weight loss. I have been on a lot of diets and lifestyle changes, try so many new things, but I started on Juiceplus almost a year ago, and after 3 months I lost it was 16 kilos, 35 pounds I think it is. And you can see the difference here, where the first picture of me alone, it was what I was before, and the picture afterwards. You can actually also see that my skin is much better. Today I look a little bit tired, but I've been out for a race. But you can see the totally different in my face, how much weight I lost. So how did I do that? I changed 2 of my meals, my breakfast and my lunch. I changed that for the complete Juiceplus shake. And it was just amazing. I tried something similar, but I didn't feel full enough. So because of the Juiceplus complete shakes, they have so many great vitamins and macro and micronutrition that your body get everything that it needs. And because it's plant-based, the body absorb it even easier. And if you use only water instead of milk, for example, or if you just use a non-dairy milk, like almond or rice or something like that, your body absorbs it even easier. And my body could actually go a whole day by taking these shakes in the morning and in the what can you say, at lunch, and still feel full until, of course, the dinner, where I eat a normal meal. And I lost, yeah, as I said, 16 kilos on this, and it was just amazing. Some of the athletes I have, I also use this product for muscle recovery, because they have a high protein based plant-based powder in it. So the body absorbs it, as I said, much easier, and your muscles can take advantage of that and recover much faster. Instead of, if you take like a normal whey protein, a lot of times they have to process it before the body actually can use it. So it's actually inflammatory instead of non-inflammatory. Not a lot of people know this, and I think it's really important for an athlete to know this. So that's why the complete shake is amazing, both to weight loss, weight gain, because you can take it like in between meals, but also recovery. Three great things about this product. Then we have the premium capsules, which is basically our main product. This is what I recommend everybody, especially my athletes, because you get 30 different kind of fruit and vegetables in 3 capsules basically. And that's just amazing how you can take so much food down to a little capsule. So it's all the vitamins, the fibers, and what's it called? Vitamins, fibers, and
Minerals.
yeah, minerals, exactly. Thank you. and it's just amazing that you can get all that into a single capsule. These 3 things, I use it kind of differently. I recommend that everybody takes all 3, but every color have a different superpower, if you can say that. For example, the green ones, I use that instead of caffeine. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I used to drink when I was tired. I used to drink a Red Bull or Monster or something like that. The typical young caffeine drink when you're tired, but they're full with sugar and so many additives and all that bad stuff. So now, instead of drinking that, I take 2 extra of the green, because the greens that you find, for example, broccoli and tomatoes and kale and all that, that gives you energy. But if you're tired, you're probably not just gonna take a bite of a broccoli, but instead you can just take two extra of the green capsules. The purple one is basically what I use the most. I actually have a few in the clinic I just give to my clients after each treatment, because, for example, I do a lot of sports massage, and sports massage is pretty effective for recovery and preventing injuries, because it increases the blood flow and make you wash out all the toxic, if you can say that, you have in the body. And the massage increases the blood flow with 15 to 20%. But a study have shown that if you take the berry capsules, the purple ones, it increases the blood flow with 39%. And I think that's amazing. That's so much blood through that goes through your body. That's insane. So my athletes, they recover like this, and that's really important. And also, because of the blood flow, it helps your skin a lot. So a lot of my clients that also are they want to go up in their look basically. So it helps their skin, it helps their nail growth, it helps their hair grow, and give it much more. It's became much more strong. So that's pretty great. The fruit capsules is basically for digestion, if you have problem with that, or sometimes when you're out, for example, if you're a cyclist or something like that, and out for 8 days straight, eating a lot of carbs because you need to take all this in, because you burn so many calories, so you can eat a lot of carbs, and that can sometimes hurt your stomach a bit. The fruit is pretty great at this, to help you digest it even better. But a fun part is that in Denmark, we drink a lot, and our young people, as myself, I've tested it along many times. The antioxidant that we find in fruit, as I said, help you digest, and it helps your liver, and it helps your kidney recover faster. So it actually prevents hangovers. If you take 2 before you go out and party, and 2 after when you go home, you can even rush it down with a beer or anything. You don't even need to do it with water. You don't have hangover the day after. And it's actually pretty fun how it also can help that. So we use it a lot to that as well. But let's keep the main focus on the athletes. I think that's much better. But it was just a little fun point. So the combination of all this is just amazing. I take, for example, I was out racing today. I ran 12 kilometers in a hill area, if you can say that. So I needed some more energy, and I needed a bit of blood flow. So instead of taking 2 of each as I do daily, I took 2 reds because I didn't need to digest so much. I just needed to run. So I take 2 reds, but I took 4 greens and 4 purples, simply to have more energy and have a bit of blood flow, so my muscles could work easier. So yeah, that's how I use the premium capsules for my athletes and my clients, basically. We have a new product, which also is amazing. We have this Omega blend. It's coming out in October, and it's also really amazing. It's amazing how we can shift out this fish from the Omega capsule that people usually are taking. They're usually taking fish oil or something like that. We can take the fish out and actually have some some raw food in it, which is amazing. But usually also they only have omega-3, a lot of the fish oil. But here we get omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, and it's amazing. And you can see here how it's basically made, and that it's vegetarian. Again, all plant-based food, the body absorbs even more. I'm not a vegetarian, but I'm all in for that because it's just way better for the body, especially when you are an athlete. Here you can see some of the great things that the omega does to the body. You can see it helps the Alzheimer's and the cancer and the diabetes. What I've learned was that you can see it helps eczema and psoriasis. And I don't have psoriasis, but I have a kind of disease with eczema where when I get stressed, unfortunately you do that when you are 23 years old and run 2 companies. But I get this positive stress. There's negative stress and positive stress. I get positive stress that helps me going and growing. But my body can't tell the difference. So I get this kind of eczema. And you can see the results of my, sorry for the police outside. That's how to live in Copenhagen. But you can see the results here, how my eczema, how bad it was. And just after a few weeks, how they changed my hands. And my hands is basically what I live off. So it was amazing that the capsule could help me on that. And I'm so thankful for that. Also, the omega capsules is again a great thing for athletes because it helps you secure your joints, if you can say that. It helps you get this oil between the joints so you don't like crack, for example, and it just helps you build your joints stronger. And one of the main thing that I, as a therapist, could go into this business was simply because it's the most research supplement in the whole world, and that's amazing. I'm a really factful guy, if you can say that. I don't think that you can say something is good if you don't have the science to back it up. So when I was out finding Juiceplus, I was actually out researching a lot of different companies before this, and I was asking for the studies, but they didn't have anyone. So I was just like, okay, I don't want to make an agreement with you. But then I saw Juiceplus, and they say, well, we have 38 published clinical research studies. And I was just like, wow, that's amazing. Especially because it's not the company's studies like a lot of people think, or a lot of times it is in a company where the company pays someone to do the studies. No, this is independent studies. And that's just even more amazing. So yeah, we have these 38 different kind of studies. And again, one of the studies that I mentioned, that it increases the blood flow with 39%. It's one of the sports studies. It's one of those I use the most because it's so amazing for athletes. So yeah, that's basically what I had for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it a bit. And if you have some questions or anything, just let me know.
Thank you very much, Matthias. And so I'm gonna stop the recording.